Oh my gosh, listener, is this the episode you've all been waiting for? We have my wonderful, incredible, smart, kind, talented, beautiful girlfriend, Jen Davis, on the podcast today. And Jen tells a really funny story about getting peed on. We think. We don't know. Let us know. Write in. Do you think it was pee? And then in other news, I think still the same tour dates: Sacramento, LA, San Francisco, San Diego, then tons more. And if you've been watching my Instagram stories at all, I've started promoting, because I'm not on the road at this moment, I've started promoting some other queer comedians that you can go see and really build out your comedy, your Fulton, really build out your roster of queer comedians that you can go and see and dip your toe more into the comedy world than the content world, you know? Let's help out those queer and trans comedians, those gay and trans comedians. You know what I'm saying. All the LGBTCOMEDINES. I spelled that wrong. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Hope you have a great week. Listener, this episode is brought to you by Babbel. Recently, I have been learning to speak Italian with Babbel, and you can too. Because with Babbel, you can start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. Why Babbel? Because it works. Babbel is designed by real people for real conversations. All of Babbel's tips and tools for learning a new language are approachable, accessible, rooted in real-life situations, and delivered with conversation-based teaching. And that's what I absolutely love most about Babbel. I know I'm going to be able to use everything I learn quickly because it's so conversational. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. Here's a special limited-time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. Get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/WHGS. That's 55% off at babbel.com/WHGS. That's spelled BABBEL.com/WHGS. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Oh my God, if my mom and dad are listening, mom and dad, do please stop listening. I still had my underwear on, but she did not. And she was like on top of me and
What?
I was doing bits, hand stuff, but just barely. It had not been long. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, is this girl faking an orgasm right now? Like, what? This was too fast. I was like, my underwear is soaking wet. And I was like, this girl just like peed on me and is trying to pretend like she's like squirting.
The vibes are good.
The vibes are real good in here. Wait, what did you put lemon in your water?
I did put a little one.
I was worried about your water. I was like, is that what came out of the sink?
Yeah, it's a little bit. Well, it looks like. Oh my God, I had liquid IV for the first time.
Is it good?
What's liquid IV?
It's supposed to be like, I don't even know, like a hangover prevention, like
Electrolytes.
Yeah, like some like supercharge your water, but it just tasted like sugar and it was so thick. Sorry, unless we're trying to get sponsored by Liquid IV.
I would love to be sponsored by Liquid IV.
I would love to be sponsored by Liquid IV. Personally, not even as a podcaster, just as a person. I'll get it tattooed across my face.
Just a walking billboard for Liquid IV.
Yeah.
I mean, that's essentially...
I'm like overweight and sweaty, and I'm like, I'm a walking billboard for Liquid IV.
That's basically what companies are doing now with small Instagram accounts, though. I feel so bad.
That is what an influencer is. It is selling your face.
Yeah, you're selling your face. But, you know, people will reach out to people with like 2,000 followers. They'll reach out to hundreds of them and be like, we're going to send you our water bottle. Will you post about it? And I feel so sad. It makes me, I don't know why I find it upsetting that people do it.
That people say yes to it?
Yeah. I got sent a bunch of stuff during Pride and...
Wait, what?
Not this year, last year. I don't know why. I had like, 5,000 followers.
You got... No one sent me anything for Pride.
I get a ton of stuff like that too. But I think they think that it's going to be really...
What the fuck?
No, I didn't post it. I was just like, okay.
I talked to like marketing people who are like, I met some guy on the train who was like a marketing person. And he was like, yeah, it's all like micro influencers. Like it makes more sense for them to pay less money. And I think they feel like, well, if all your followers are like your real life friends, then that's a direct, better endorsement versus like a celebrity. They have to pay a bunch of money to get you to promote it. And it's like,
oh, wow. So
who buys everything a celebrity
So it's
tells
genuine.
them to?
It's not even just a numbers game. It's that they actually are like, their friends are more likely to buy.
That makes sense.
It's easier to go ground level and sow a bunch of little seeds than like get a ton. You know what I mean? It's a Times Square billboard versus like your friend telling you, hey, I love this water bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
From what I understand. I could be totally wrong.
Well,
But
now I
they
feel
do
like it's a compliment. Thank God they haven't reached out to me. I don't have any friends.
No. I think it's like people like the idea of being an influencer, so they're more likely to just be like, look what was sent to me if they're like,
Yeah. I think that's
for
why
free,
it makes me sad.
You know? Yeah.
Because I think it's sort of like it's like they've been lied to.
Yeah.
What did you get sent for Pride?
A bunch of these like, I am not dropping their name because then they've got me. Like
I love you so much.
oh, hey,
I love when you laugh at your own jokes.
I'm so funny.
You are.
Can we cut to me on this camera, please, every time that happens? I feel like it's going to happen a lot this episode.
Oh no.
And it's adorable.
Well, Jen has a dweeby little laugh
Okay.
that I really like.
What is she supposed to say to that? Like,
I know.
Am I supposed to be turned on? Like, are you going to fuck? Like, what's happening?
You want to know something funny? When
Oh my God, do I? Oh my God, what's the cutest thing that's ever happened to you guys?
I feel like Jen's uncomfortable. I feel like I'm the only one. Well, this actually is
No, nobody's uncomfortable. I've never been. Show me each other's favorite freckles.
when I did Salt Lake City last year, and I'm coming back in January 2024, Lucas was opening for me, and we did some fun activities in the area, you know, because you're in Salt Lake City, you want to do some fun winter stuff. And we were hanging out with Lucas, and I said, I don't know where we were, but I just stopped in the middle of the conversation, and I stopped and I went, how beautiful is Jen? To Lucas. I just literally was like, how beautiful is this woman? And Lucas was like, what do you want? You trying to get me to fuck her? What do you want? You want to get cucked right now? I don't know.
Is it charming to you? Are you like...
no, it's like, what am I
So
supposed
no one
to
wins
do?
in this interaction.
I know, I have to stop.
Because I'm just there like, sorry, Lucas. Like, please don't say anything. Like, there's no right answer for him. No one can like do the right thing.
I know,
there.
I've really tried to stop. I'm so sorry.
I literally after was like, you don't need to do that. You can say it to me. Like that.
Jen is like my social advisor. Whenever I do something socially weird, because I was saying to you yesterday, like, I know I'm a little socially off, but Jen's always like, you know, Jen was cool in high school.
I really wasn't. I don't know why you've gotten that picture, but yes, you do some things that are a little socially off. And I'm like, hey, let's
She really helps me.
reel it in there a little.
Yeah,
That's so cute.
She does help me a
So
lot.
cute.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry I made that uncomfortable for you.
No, it's
for
hilarious. I'm
Lucas,
playing it up.
And for anybody else who felt uncomfortable, I apologize.
Anyway.
You just got lost in her eyes. Like, it's gross.
No. That was me being like, am I bombing this episode?
No, it's adorable. It's actually adorable.
But
I will continue to make fun of you, but it is adorable.
I think that is the game of the episode.
Yeah.
Genuinely. We're in the apartment. We're having gay sex. Wait, you're the first guest that I've had gay sex with on the show.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Wow. Honored.
Right? I don't know.
I don't know
why
who
I'm
you
looking at
fucked.
you being like, have we fucked?
Sorry, should I cross-examine with the list you gave me? I don't know who you've slept with. No, you've never had someone on that you've hooked up with.
No,
Is that
I
true?
don't think. Listener, write in. I don't think so.
Wow.
Why would they know?
Because maybe they've listened to an episode and I've said I've hooked up with this person.
Oh, I see.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
Not that
so.
I remember.
But yeah, we're having gay sex with Jen Davis today at Jen Parker Davis on Instagram. I'm gonna applaud for my girlfriend.
Hey, thank you. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
You're an actor,
I'm
and
an actor.
you sometimes make funny content on TikTok.
Every other month, I'll drop a
But
video.
you have some bangers on there.
Well, I thank you so much.
What are your biggest hits?
I did some what are my big hits? Some Leah Michelle content back when that was a thing.
Like impressions?
Kind of like
More characters.
More characters.
The
Yeah,
Leah Michelle thing was the conspiracy theory that Leah Michelle couldn't read.
Oh, yeah.
So as Leah
That was
Michelle
fun.
goes to the museum.
That's so
I'm just
funny.
thinking of what I have like pinned on my thing. But
Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on a spot when someone like to a comedian is like, tell me a joke. I just didn't know. I've never seen your TikTok.
yeah, I should be posting more. So I might do that maybe.
What about the girl? What's the one that you did the two parts because it went really well? The girl like
your
girl
friend
who doesn't
who's,
realize how hot she is.
who's
or
too hot
something?
for their own good. Yes.
Yeah.
is.
Friend who's too hot for their own good.
Yeah. Fun character things. I like doing it. I just get anxious and then I don't for a while. So, yeah.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were doing these New York Times love questions. Do you want to do them?
Let's do so many of those. I love this. No, I love it. Can I devote my segment to an extra question?
Yeah. Do you want to? We
can do questions, but can I also yield my time to another New York Times question?
Look, as long as you're a virgin, you can yield whatever you want. I'm just waiting for you to yield your pussy to someone.
I will wield my pussy.
I mean, that's ultimately what we want.
And the throuple begins.
It's going to be so beautiful.
Who would we throuple with is, I think, the bigger question here.
The joke was me.
Maddie.
I know, but like actually.
Oh,
Come on, man. Come on.
Is it because she's a gay virgin? Is that
100%. No, because Maddie and I, we've talked about this.
We're magnets oppositely polarized.
Yes. Why are you so upset?
really?
You don't want to fuck me either.
I don't think you guys
don't,
have
but-
like that.
I don't, but I want to be considered. I
That's
just
how it
want to be
works, yeah.
considered. Okay. No. No, never.
Yeah.
Who would you want to be in a throuple with? Who are your two people that
Jesse
you want?
Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart. Next
That
question.
was so fast.
So
yeah,
fast.
It's really an easy answer.
But Kristen Stewart wouldn't want to do anything with Jesse.
She's bi.
Is she bi?
I think she's bi.
Oh, I thought she was fully gay.
Danny, can we Google whether or not Kristen Stewart is fully gay or bi?
I mean, she's been in a relationship with men, and I don't know if she's renounced them.
Renounced.
I thought she had renounced.
Oh,
and been
really?
Like, my bad.
Formally? My bad.
Whoops.
I don't know. I thought she was bi, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, whether or not Kristen Stewart is bi or lesbian is not the thing holding me back from having a throuple with Jesse Eisenberg
Sure.
and Kristen Stewart. So
I
it
mean-
is slightly irrelevant.
If she's not interested in him, like even better for you.
Right.
Yeah,
you
it
can
doesn't have
the
to be
private
all
time.
spokes
Yeah,
together.
you could be
He's
the-
married with a kid and she's engaged.
Sure.
It says she identifies as bisexual.
Wow.
Wow.
Learning.
Where did we just project that? Because that's what we wanted it to be.
I'm happy with that.
Okay. Well, it doesn't really affect you.
Maybe it will someday.
It's going to affect me as my future throuple wife. But yeah, Jesse Eisenberg and Kristen Stewart, that would be great.
Who would you throuple with?
Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, for sure.
Ooh, good answer.
That was so fast.
I've had that ready for
I thought it was
ages.
going to be me and Timothy Chalamet, but
That's fine too. That'd be weird.
yeah. it
I guess
would be.
both would be kind of weird.
Yeah. No, I think you'd
A
do
pregnant
great.
Rihanna and
Specifically
I
pregnant
could
Rihanna.
see you and Timothy Chalamet for sure, though.
yeah,
don't.
I do.
You could. You got like a Lily Rose Depp. Like you could totally be in that world.
Yeah. It's likely, I would say.
What about you?
I don't know, man. I have trouble with celebrity crushes. This makes me, and I'm going to vomit in my own mouth. And listener, if labels are important to you and you're offended by me saying that I'm going to vomit in my own mouth, I'm so sorry. But this is like, I think the most demisexual thing about me is that I struggle with celebrity crushes and I have my whole life.
Really?
I can't like imagine. I've just never like.
We'll be watching like Love Island and somebody will be like so hot and so dumb and I'll be like, absolutely would. And Ashley's like, I just couldn't. And I'm like, you're dumb. Like,
No, it's true.
that's so crazy to me.
I
I'm
know
like,
we are really, really different in that way, and I think it's reflected in our open relationship too.
Well, it's cool to know you wouldn't fuck me for my personality. Good to know it has nothing to do with my tits and it's just having known me for a year.
No, Maddie, I would fuck your personality, absolutely. It's just that your personality also has to be sexually compatible with me, and it's not.
It's not.
We're guys hanging out.
We are a couple of bros watching football. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be weird for us. But because I don't know if people care about this, but like you have way more of an active roster than I do. And I feel like you do. You do.
Nice. Good for me.
No, genuinely good for you. Because for me, it's just hard. It's just hard for me to like connect with people quickly.
And to me, I'm like, that's not a lot.
What do you mean?
What you're doing?
I'm not doing much. I'm really not. The past 6 months, I've not been doing much.
I don't know.
No, you know.
Yeah, not so much, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
So is there any part of you that's demisexual at all? Or are you kind of like...
Well, yeah, I have to like the person to like, that's in my history. That's actually not been the case now that I think back.
Yeah, I was laughing because I was like, no,
I hooked up with some like really genuinely horrible people. I miss you so much.
well, actually, same, but I did like them.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's also true. Oh my God, horrible.
That's
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah. No, but like the people that I hook up with or have since like our open relationship or whatever are like, I'm like friends with, but also just hook up with. But it's not like super romantic, but I like them as people. And then we also just like hook up. So
I also think it's just such a difference in the types of people that we are too. Because you're dating men. Some of them are men, you know, which I think, sorry to speak in gendered terms, but like I think it's just easier to facilitate like a casual hookup relationship with a guy.
in my experience, that is true.
Yeah.
I won't speak for all men and women and everyone, but yeah.
Yeah, I think
don't
so.
seem to be that upset.
And I feel like the women and queer people that you've hooked up with feel
okay,
like
you're making it seem like I am like getting
it's
like,
hundreds at least. Thousands of people.
Probably.
It feels like when we talk about them, they are like experimenting with their queerness. So in that way, it's like
the
women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the women who I'm hooking up with
Yeah.
are like, it feels like I have to do much more of this. Like I have to do much more like, this is for fun. I'm in an open relationship. I'm probably not going to be back in this area for a while. Like, are you emotionally okay with that? Like yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it feels like.
I'm just like, I have a girlfriend. They're like, okay.
I don't know. It just feels different. Just based on our personality types.
Yeah. I don't know.
Should we do a love question?
Please.
Let's do a light one because we did when we introduced this topic last time.
Yeah, we went really deep.
We went really deep.
Well, and last time all three of us knew each other really well. You guys obviously know each other incredibly well. We know each other pretty well. We really don't know each other well at all.
Yeah.
Me and Jen.
Now we will.
Yeah. So, but in that sense, it does make sense to start with a lighter
question. Yes.
What was the question you guys did last time?
What is your most treasured memory?
Oh.
And it was like very.
I wept.
Yeah, it was really intense.
Oh my God. Well, you do that.
Fuck off.
Yeah, the question was like, what is your favorite color? And Ashley was like, periwinkle.
Oh, that's my mom's favorite color.
I was gonna say that's favorite color.
God, you guys are.
You can bleep that
gross.
name.
Sorry, I hope you know I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
No.
I know.
Okay. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Oh, wow.
Do we like the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what
Are
would
these
it
like
be?
superpowers or are they real? Like, can I get it like an invisibility or something?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think
I didn't interpret it that way, but that's really interesting.
I think, yeah, the fact that you even interpreted it that way
It's kinda cool.
It's kind of cool because I think the question would have been phrased if you could have a superpower.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
What would
Yes.
it be?
Mm-hmm.
But
Quality or ability does seem like regular human things.
yeah, I think so.
this is a cheesy answer, but the point that I'm at in my life right now is
I'm already getting ready to cry.
that I'm
Isn't that so great? I'm so emotional right now. I'm like, oh my God,
Crazy.
where's Maddie at with this?
is that I'm learning the value and overcoming things that are really hard for me that I used to wish I didn't have. Like my anxiety and like mental health challenges and like OCD has been like hellish at some points and would easily be the thing that I'd be like, I wish I didn't have it. But I'm starting to learn ways that it's made me a stronger person, because when I think about how I've come out on the other side of it and not let it ruin my life, it's like there's nothing I'm more proud of. So I actually wouldn't change anything. It's like my biggest ability I've like kind of built myself.
Aww.
I'm crying. I love you so much.
I love you so
These are
much.
really important skills to learn. You're going to be resilient.
Thank you.
You're gonna learn how to be a stronger person because of the cards that you've been dealt.
Thanks.
You can't just in life. You can't exchange the cards. You have to play what you have.
We all ate mushrooms before this.
Yeah, you guys are being really gross. You're making me like so uncomfortable.
All of a sudden, as a demisexual, I'd like to have sex with you now.
No, I don't know if that's a cop-out answer, but nothing really
No.
comes to mind. That would be my answer.
That's super cool. That's a
Thanks.
great answer.
Oh my god, she's crying.
Oh,
Do you? I'm just really raw right now.
yeah. I'd go like a really fat ass. Just like,
Honey, your ass is so fat.
oh, thank you. I was fishing.
I love you. I love your fat ass.
I don't. Do you have an answer?
Can I take a second? Do you have one? We can cut the
Quality-
time if you want.
Quality or ability? Maybe
I feel like you actually expressed one to me recently, not to prime you.
like confidence related or something, or
I
like
think you were saying to
outgoing?
me how you wish you had less regard for what people think.
Oh, for sure. That too. But I feel like everyone kind of has that in a sense.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe I guess confidence and that would be in a similar.
It's so funny
Similar
to me
vein.
that you say that because I find you to be like very confident. I know you're not like the most extroverted person on the planet, but like I always find that you like not loudly, but like you always stand in what you believe and have like a lot of integrity. And to me, I
thank
interpret
you.
that as confidence.
Oh, thanks.
Like I don't find that you stand behind the things that you believe and you're not like easily swayed. I don't know. Is that a type of confidence?
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah.
for sure.
But
And,
also
like,
you're allowed
groundedness.
to want to have more confidence. I didn't mean to invalidate you.
No.
Oh, can I add something in my answer?
Yeah.
I would want to not procrastinate as much. I'm a bad procrastinator.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm not really getting much value out of that.
Yeah, that's.
There's not a lot of lessons to be learned. It's just stupid. Do
I feel weird answering right now because my self-esteem is so low.
you want to suggest things we think you should change?
Wait, what can I push further on yours? What confidence? What does that look like to you? The confidence.
I think like going for things that I want and like with new people and like just being like more comfortable in like new situations and yeah.
Maybe it's like a form of perfectionism, but like I can sometimes lose the forest for the trees. And I wish I had more of a global view of what was going on around me. Listener, what is that quality? I would like that quality.
Should we do another
Or
question?
flying. I'd like to be able to.
Well, that would kind of give you that quality, is a literal global view of the forest. Maybe it's just that you haven't gotten up high enough.
All right, well, should we get into gay sex? Oh, we didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh.
Oh,
But
woo.
I know I make that sound in bed all the time.
Yeah.
It's weird
Didn't
to hear
realize
here.
it was
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the rest of the people.
Well, we're in the apartment. We're having gay sex with my girlfriend, Jen Davis. I'm Ashley Gavin, cis gay white woman. She, her pronouns. And as always, give it up for. I did such a good job yesterday. I actually sat down and like made a funny joke, and I didn't do that for today.
I'm fine just having an intro.
All right. It's the hall monitor, Maddie Weeder.
Hello, I'm Maddie Weiner. I'm queer. I use she, they pronouns. I'm also a stand-up comic. That's most of what I'm doing right now in life.
Yeah. And Jen, will you tell everybody your things?
Yes, same as you. She, her.
You're a lesbian?
Today. I'm bi. I'm she, her, white woman, cis.
Great.
Is that all?
I think so.
Great.
Listener, are you listening to our Patreon exclusive You're Having Gay Sex? Well, here's a sneak peek of what you missed last week.
Our first date was a full weekend.
You're so right. It was. It must have been that.
Yeah.
So we hooked up in the street, not far from the Grizzly
Like
Pear.
made out. We weren't like banging on the street.
Making out hooking up is inclusive of making out.
I feel like you're not wrong to clarify.
We were fingering in the street. What's wrong with that?
Ashley was humping, standing up in the street.
There are 4 bonus episodes a month of this series, You're Having Gay Sex, on our Patreon at the $10 tier and then 2 at the $5 tier. Patreon.com/WHGS.
Are y'all gonna tell stories about other people?
What do you think would you prefer that I not tell a story about us right now? No, I know what story I want to tell because this will be great for you.
Okay.
Okay. I had a little bit of a gender crisis
Really?
not long ago, and I've been waiting to tell it on the pod.
Have we even talked about this?
No.
Wow.
Because I was like, I want to save.
This is like she was really like spiraling about
Yeah,
this.
there was like a 10-minute spiral about my gender, like a real one. Like I think about gender a lot, and a lot of people, you know, they're trying to be helpful, but they suggest, oh, maybe you're non-binary or maybe you're gender fluid or whatever. And that always sits wrong with me because like, I know that that's not really true. And if you're trying to be helpful, that's fine. But also maybe don't do that with other people. It's fine with me. You know, I'm a public figure. They're DMing me, whatever. But don't. Well, I tell you're a man all the time.
Yeah, but okay.
As bits.
Yeah, as bits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also I feel like you're
As bits, or would you say there, you know how sometimes there's like truth behind a joke? You know how sometimes with that, what percentage of it would you say is true? Exactly what percentage, because that's going to be helpful for my pronouns.
No, but I agree with you that you probably shouldn't like tell people. I mean, this is funny and fine.
Yeah.
But like, well, because it's all about listening to yourself. Anyway, I'm thrilled. This is going to be fascinating because gender is one area where I'm like, I actually might have something I can help you with.
Yeah.
You're the virgin here.
gender virgin.
I am. I am a gender virgin.
Yeah.
We should start calling cis people gender virgins.
That's so funny. I was trying to do a bit about it where I was like, I literally like don't believe like who wakes up and is like, oh, factory settings for me, please. I'm like, you've given it no thought. No, not even a deviation 1 inch. Okay.
So here's my deviation. Okay. This is going to sound, the start of the story is sad, but like I've hooked up with a lot of women.
Oh, you poor little thing. Oh, sweet baby.
Oh. Find it. It's true.
Wow.
That's the saddest one I could find.
I love that one.
No, that one's great. I've hooked up with a lot of women, and one time I was in a relationship with one that was not super healthy, and she pointed something out that I did sexually that I had never thought about. And I'm going to be super honest. It's what I'm about to do. I'm going to feel super naked and vulnerable. Okay. But when I kiss a woman, I am a little bit, a lot probably actually, of a humper.
With your face?
No, no.
The second you kiss someone, you're humping them?
Unfortunately,
No, not the second.
not the second, right.
Can you guys show me what you
Yeah.
mean? Is that insane? I was actually kind of not kidding because I literally don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know how to describe this other than that, like, it's like involved. You know how a cat will...
You're standing up kissing someone and somehow
No,
humping
not
never
standing up.
standing.
Never standing up.
Men do it.
There it is. So,
Like you've definitely had a man do this.
But I don't understand. Like, kiss you and just kind of like grind towards you with their hips?
yes.
Doesn't everyone do that?
So the answer to that, when I was kissing this ex of mine, she was like, stop with the humping. I don't want the humping. And I was like, I didn't even know I was humping. Like, I didn't even know I was doing anything.
But just your hips are moving back and forth
Yeah.
while you're kissing?
Yes.
That seems like... Okay, I thought you meant like standing up, kissing someone on a date outside of a restaurant. You're like, and I was like, that's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, laying down in bed and you're like grinding kind of on each other while you kiss is like, yeah, right?
Well, here's...
Or are we both men?
We might both be men,
See,
dude.
I don't do that. Like,
I know when this girl brought it up.
Because sometimes the things that people say to me though that are like, "You're a man," I'm like, I don't think that makes me a man. I think that's just like the hottest thing about me. Like I don't know what you're talking about. I think I'm just an insanely cool woman, and you don't know how to fucking handle it.
Well, so this story continues, but basically, ever since this girl kind of shamed me about it, not that she has every right to remain comfortable.
If you are a man, you're a gay man. But continue. The way she said that I was a man was really not validating to my feelings.
Well, I don't know. Like, I think there could
Was
have
that
been.
so offensive that I just said that?
No. I think there was a way she probably could have pointed it out that made it more about like comfort in the bedroom and less about. It felt like she was making fun of me.
Yeah, everyone you don't like isn't a man.
But
when you don't do the dishes, I just feel like you're like maybe a man.
but it felt really hurtful and it was weird because then as we continued to hook up, I'd be very aware of it and not do it. And it felt like hard work not to do it. Like genuinely hard work not to do it. And then I moved on and like no one else cared. And no one else ever pointed it out to me.
I feel like it would feel good.
Yes.
Like you're grinding against her clit,
I'm not even always grinding again. Like, even if we're like angled in such a way, it's just happening every time.
You're humping the way that like you scratch a dog's ear and it kicks the air because it thinks it's kicking its ear. Like it doesn't even need to be hitting the thing that it's supposed to hit.
When a cat, yes, exactly. You know, when a cat, like there's a certain type of blanket that has sometimes animals will just hump things. That's how I feel like
so
it is.
Instinctual.
Yeah. So
can I ask?
this is so vulnerable, by the way. I'm like embarrassed.
How personal can I get? Because I want to ask questions, but I don't, if I cross a line, please tell me.
We'll just cut it.
Okay, it's kind of a 2-part question. 1, do you notice that Ashley does this? And 2, does it register as more similar to men you've slept with than women you've slept with?
yes, I've noticed. I didn't really like think about it a lot until you brought it up. But I don't think you're probably like the most masculine woman that I've hooked up with.
Yeah.
And maybe like a little, but probably with the less clothing on part of things.
Right.
It's like
where
not
it feels
really
like more of a direct contact, whereas
Sure.
mine is symbolic of something.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
and men are usually like cis men are usually grinding up against you to be like, my dick is hard.
Yeah. They're like,
So you can feel it, and then that like turns you on. Like that's hot, right?
I think that's
I mean,
why
that's
they do
the
it. They're
idea.
like, this is boring. Let's move on.
Well,
to
I don't know. I don't have that. Like, that's not related to it at all. It just feels like instinctual. And that's why it's so scary.
Wait, is this the whole basis of your gender crisis?
Let me tell my story.
You're fine. You're
You're
a
pulling
woman.
an Ashley. Okay. So I was Googling it and then I saw tons of like Reddit threads and yada yada. Why do men like air hump when we're or like hump when they're, I was like, oh my God, this is like really a thing that guys do. And then I was doing crowd work in a city and this person was struggling with their gender. And it just occurred to me to be like, well, do you hump? When you're making out with a girl, are you a humper? And the women in the room started cracking up. And I was like, I've tapped into something.
Whoa.
There is something male, quote unquote, you know, gender being fake and all that. There is something male about this. And so I spiraled.
Well, in animals, it's the man doing the humping.
Yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, as far as I know. Not an expert.
We haven't done a catalog of all animals and their humping habits.
No, definitely not. Have not done that.
Well, you don't unlock a door by like sliding a lock onto a key. Like you.
Yeah. You're like turning into a Republican right now. You're like, these are the two
No,
genders.
I know I'm being very mechanical about it, but I'm just saying, if we're talking about straight sex, because the man is the one. I'm not a bigot for that.
I'm just thinking.
Is that actually problematic?
I'm trans now, and you're the cis idiot. Cis idiot.
I wasn't saying no. Okay, wait.
Idiot.
I'm just saying why people might typically think that it's a more male thing because in straight sex,
Right.
you were saying straight men hump. I'm not off, right? Was I being crazy?
No.
Wait, was I being crazy?
No, not at all. I'm messing with you.
Okay.
But This was the first time in my life where I felt genuinely like, that's interesting. That does feel male to me for whatever reason.
And does it feel male? The difference between feeling male and feeling masculine, and what was that distinction like for you?
I don't think I've done enough thinking.
I know cis women who are more masculine than me, but I feel a gender difference. That there's cis women who present more masculine than me that are like, no, I'm 100% a woman. And then there's ways that I feel very feminine, but there's still a gender queerness to it. Do you know what I mean?
Totally.
So it's not like masculinity and maleness are necessarily the same thing.
Yeah.
So did this feel male instead of masculine?
I think so.
Interesting.
I don't know. I decided to not.
Did you feel that, or was it like just because you read it on Reddit?
I think I had always kind of like been, ever since the girl pointed it out to me, it felt like I was doing something different that I wasn't supposed to be doing.
Well, had she ever hooked up with another woman?
No.
So what does she know?
Yeah, so everything you did, she was like, you're fucking me like a man because you're having sex with me and I've only had sex with men. Is that the idea?
I don't know. I have no idea.
At the end of the day.
Maybe there's the shame of it also is sort of what is affecting my view on it.
Well, and as a lesbian, a woman saying to you, you're doing something like a man, was that like saying you're doing something unattractive? Did it feel like that?
It felt hurtful.
But I mean, the idea of there being something quote unquote male about you, how did it make you feel?
Not good.
Well, that's not very trans.
Yeah, am I supposed to feel euphoric about it?
Well, but also I think the idea that I mean, look, I'm no expert and I'm like, well, if
oh my God, I think you've tapped into something very interesting.
Just the fact that the initial feeling might be shame or discomfort or whatever, you might not hit euphoria.
I think you've actually tapped into something interesting. Why should I feel shame as a woman for doing something that isn't traditionally feminine? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't have to be a gender crisis.
Yeah.
That's really just like, oh, the binary has failed me in this way, and why am I feeling shame about that? Maybe that's really more what it is. Oh, wow. This is like a really cathartic experience. All right.
That's fascinating. Well, that's fascinating.
Yeah. Anyway, write in. Am I a man for humping? Thank you, listener.
Do you feel better about it after talking through it like that? Or
I've decided it's going to be one of those things that I try not to think about.
Great.
Okay, that's pretty trans.
Yeah,
We've all been there.
Not in like a denial way, but like I've already given so much thought to my gender. I already know how uncomfortable I would be presenting more masculinely than I do.
Well, and I also think too, it's like, if you are enjoying your life and you don't want to think about the words behind it, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I agree.
Like, genuinely, it's only good insofar as it serves you.
Yeah.
So like debating the like, well, is it male or is it masculine or am I a girl with a hat? It's like, are you happy?
Yeah.
Do you need anything in terms of medical assistance? No? Okay. Yeah, just be a girl with a hat. That's fine.
Yeah. That's my gender.
That's
girl
like,
with hat.
We don't need any, yeah.
But that's my gay sex from this week.
Love it.
That's great.
Listener, I never thought that I would be the guy learning to speak a new language based on how I did in my middle school Spanish class. I was so embarrassed all the time, but now I'm learning to speak a different language, Italian, with Babbel. Babbel is the second best way to learn a language. The best way to learn a language is through immersion, living where the language is spoken natively and using it every day. But that's not possible for everyone, certainly not me. So what's the second best way to learn a language? Babbel, because with Babbel, you can start speaking a new language in just 3 weeks. I just started with Babbel, and I cannot believe how quickly it's gotten me a little teeny tiny bit conversational. Babbel's designed for real people for real conversations. That's what I love about it. Everything is super accessible and rooted in real life situations. Plus, Babbel's speech recognition technology helps you to improve your pronunciation and accent. With over 10 million subscriptions sold, Babbel is real language learning for real conversations. Here's a special limited time deal for our listeners to get you started right now. Get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners at babbel.com/WHGS. That's 55% off at babbel.com/WHGS. That's spelled BABBEL.com/WHGS. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Jen, did you have gay sex this week?
Yeah. Right? Yeah, nice.
That was good.
Do I talk about that or do I just do a different story?
You can do whatever story you want.
I have a story that we talked about because I didn't know what to talk about. Should I do that one?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still do the thing where I describe a person and then
we can name
give
her
a name?
Yeah.
She's like works in music stuff.
Okay.
Very calm, smoked a lot of weed, drank whiskey. She's super pretty, nice enough.
She sounds cool.
She was cool. She was super cool.
Yeah.
Minus all the things that she did and said to me. No, but.
That's a foreboding. What would you name this person?
Janice.
Janice.
Great name.
Funny.
Great name.
Mm-hmm.
So Janice.
Okay.
How'd you meet Janice?
Hinge.
Okay.
Hinge.
And did
She's
she?
not gay and she had it set to women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think she was probably experimenting. Did she let you know on Hinge?
Not on. I don't do much talking on Hinge. I'm just like, I'll just be like, let's just hang out.
Yeah, I
Wait, so
agree.
was she like in denial that she was even experimenting? Was she like, this isn't gay, or she was like, I'm not gay?
She was like, I'm gonna marry a man, and like, this is not.
Okay, then maybe she's being upfront. I guess that's cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was like, I was totally fine with that. It was like, because I was not looking for anything serious either, and I was just like, okie dokie. And
this happened in our break, right?
yes. So we were like hooking up for a while, and I didn't like plan out how to like tell this story.
It's okay. Take your time with it.
I should have listened to the pod more
Maybe.
recently. When we would like hang out or like go on dates, she would act like we were just like buddies hanging out. We like our first date, some guys like came over to us at the bar, and like my reaction would be like, oh, sorry, like, but she's like, hey, like, da-da-da.
She'd flirt with the guys in front of you.
Yeah, kinda. Not like flirty, but like she wouldn't like.
It's weird to be on a date with a woman and then try and convince the woman that you're straight by flirting with men in front of her.
Yeah, it was interesting.
She's like getting their numbers in front of you.
I'm like, wait, what is happening?
What's your sign? What? I'm right here.
But basically, one time, it was probably like the second time that we hooked up, she was like, oh my God, if my mom and dad are listening, mom and dad, do please stop listening.
Get out of here.
Get
You have to bleep that, right?
out of here.
You have to bleep their names.
Sure.
Whatever. Get out of here.
Yeah. So we were hooking up, and I still had my underwear on, but she did not. And she was like on top of me, and
What?
I was doing bits. Doing stuff.
Doing bits.
She's on top of you.
Yeah.
Doing bits? Are we going to gloss over that? Doing bits? That's so funny.
If you're a chosen family listener, they were doing flimsy bits. Flimsy bit. All right.
Flimsy bits.
Moving forward.
I don't know.
It's a chosen family reference.
Oh.
Wait, she was on top of you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So what are the bits? Are you tripping?
No,
Just dry humping.
hand stuff.
You're fingering. She's on top of you, and you're fingering her.
Mm-hmm.
Not great for the
Yeah,
tendons.
carpal tunnel or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Tight.
Yeah, but just barely. And then it had not been long, and then all of a sudden she's like, I'm like, is this girl faking an orgasm right now? Like, what? This was too fast. This was like too fast. It's suspicious. And all of a sudden I was like, my underwear is soaking wet, and I was like, this girl just like peed on me and is trying to pretend like she's like squirted or something, because I was like, it like blew my fucking mind. I was like, oh, what? Because it was not like my underwear was soaked through, and I was like, and then
Was there liquid beneath you?
everywhere.
Everywhere.
I was trying to be nice. I was like, does that happen to you? She's like, I don't know, maybe like it's like da 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 da, like squirting or whatever. And I was like, And then I was like, it was just so
Did she say yes or no? This is what usually happens.
She just like danced around everything. Like she would always, like every time I asked this woman a direct question, she would be like, like she was always like, oh my God. She was always just like high or like drinking whiskey or something and would just be like, I don't know. It's like chill, it's all whatever. But, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, but what is this fluid on my body?
Exactly and I was just like too young and like just trying to be nice. And I was just like, okay, I'll just take that for what it is. And so then we stopped because I was like, you know, soaking wet and not in a fun way. And
I've never seen you silent for so long.
It was so, like,
yeah, like what?
Like it was crazy. Just like the way she tried to play it off too was the craziest part.
She
like,
peed on you.
She peed on me.
There are going to be, now
Fully.
listen, just to play devil's advocate, there are going to be people who are writing in and say sometimes people squirt a lot.
This was after going like this to someone for like 10 seconds. No. Like
you're like, I am my own best critic. It was not that
my
good.
best work. Not my best
your
work.
best work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
And-
squirted. It's not a like shit ton of pee.
Everybody's different.
If you're squirting as much as you pee, either you're coming too hard or you're not drinking enough water. They're different volumes. I'm pretty sure that's true.
Yeah, I've been with some women where I've like been like, that's a lot of liquid, but I don't think I'd get sopping wet.
Also, like, did it spray or was it like...
No, it was like, I know this woman is peeing. And I was like...
Also, she's high and drunk and 40 years old. Stuff's just
Okay.
falling out of her pussy at any second.
Okay.
The floodgates are open.
Ageism. Wow. Hall monitor.
38.
Bad hall monitor.
No, it's not ageism. It's beautiful. It's how shit just falls out of her pussy with reckless abandon. I think it's gorgeous, but that is what happened.
It is really funny how you can turn anything into like a queer, like, queer praise by just being like, it's beautiful. Yes. Things falling out of your pussy work. It's so weird. Tone is everything.
I mean, also, you're just high and drunk. It's all... You're so open. She probably just swallowed some saliva and it came out the other end. Sorry, I don't know what's coming out of me right now.
No, I love it.
What am I, this woman's pussy?
Oh my God.
I'm dead.
So what? So
Yeah.
what's the move after? She
So-
comes after 2 seconds of
Yeah,
a.
2 seconds. She would always like answer the door in like this like silky robe too, which I think is so funny. And like, so she just like put her like robe back on. I was like, okay. And then like smoked a joint or something. And then
This is Cruella DeVille. Who is
she's
this woman?
insane. Truly. Love you, miss you. She did hit me up recently, actually. I was like, we're going to do this again.
Was that her real name?
Cruella.
No, what you just said. Miss Hugh?
Miss you.
Oh.
Love you, miss you.
Love you, miss you.
Oh, okay.
Ah, I
Miss
see.
Hugh.
Miss
It's
Hugh.
actually really funny that she refers to her as Miss Hugh.
Miss Hugh.
And it's a weird dominatrix thing, and she's just getting peed on. Like, you know what you got came here.
That's
Come on,
so
I'm
funny.
wearing a robe. You call me Miss Hugh? Of course I'm going to pee on you.
Yeah, it was crazy. So she put her robe back on. I went to the bathroom. I like looked at myself in the mirror for a while. I put my
Like in an assess the damage way, like internally or externally?
no, more just like really assessing my life. I was like, okay, now what does one do from here? So I took my underwear off and I put it in my pants pocket and then put my pants back on. And I was so I was just so confused by the whole situation that I walked fully home. It was like 2 a.m. and I just like walked home, like no music in my ears, just thinking. I stopped by a taco truck, but not even because it was just pure confusion. Like I wasn't even that mad or upset about it, just so genuinely confused. And then I stopped by a taco truck and like ate tacos on the way home, and I walked like 40 minutes home, just probably pretty unsanitary, just like this woman's like dried pee on my leg, and just thinking about every life decision that had led me to that moment. But that was probably
you'd broken up with me. That was your first mistake.
That's literally, I was in the mirror. I was like, I've made a huge mistake. And she would never pee on me.
I might hump you, but I'm never going to pee on you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
That's so kind. Yeah, I mean, maybe people are into that for sure.
Of course, but it should be something that's probably spoken about.
And I genuinely don't think she was, because I'm gonna, come clean here. I did hook up with her a bunch more after this too.
Did she pee on you again?
She never did again, and I also was like, every time I would leave, I'd be like, I need to stop doing this. Like, but then, and I never texted her first. Like, she was really nice and whatever, but like, I would always leave and be like, no. I would look in the mirror and be like, don't respond to her. And then she'd be like, hi, like heart emoji. Like,
what was it? What was it about her that you kept going back?
I don't know. She had this like the silk robe, maybe. She was cool. But yeah, that was probably like the weirdest gay sex I've ever had. So that's why I thought I'd share.
I love that story.
So I'm still confused. Yeah, she texted me a few weeks ago. I should have asked her about it. Because it's been years. I don't know why she texted me out of the blue, but probably that light 10 seconds of fingering, just life-changing.
I mean, if she did squirt and it was that much squirt, you must have discovered something. There's so little we know about female sexuality, the anatomy of a vulva. Maybe you discovered something.
Maybe.
The J spot.
I like to think named after me.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
That was great gay sex.
Thank you. Well, in a story. At the time, it wasn't great.
Listener, one of the best ways to support this podcast is to come see me live, okay? It's a really great way to just support the whole team and everything that we do here. So get on my text list or my email list. It's international, both of them. AshleyGavin.com. Go sign up, and I'll literally text you when I'm in your area. So you don't have to hear all these plugs. You can skip right by them. Don't even worry about your city. Just get on one of those two things, and I will let you know, okay? Because there's a lot of cities coming, and I just remaking this announcement over and over again. We all think it's annoying. You do. I do. Get on the text list, you piece of shit.
Maddie, did you have...
Why are you laughing at me?
You're funny.
Because of the way I'm sitting?
Yeah, it's funny.
Because it's funny when I have confidence.
No, I don't.
I like it.
I feel comfortable. Sue me.
I'm glad you feel comfortable.
Thank you.
This is probably actually the most comfortable I've seen you on the pod.
Yeah, I don't know. The vibe in here is like so good.
That's really good because I have like really crippling anxiety right now.
And for some reason, that just puts me at ease. Everything's where it's supposed to be. No. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having a good time. I have not had gay sex this week, but I do.
No way.
Yeah, no. Oh, I haven't. Oh,
Oh
wow.
no.
I mean, you could if you wanted to. I feel like it's not a lack of like opportunity.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I've had women give me the number. It actually really is not. It's like, I could do okay.
Yeah, you could pull.
Thank
you could pull. I know.
Absolutely.
We were talking. Maddie and I were having deep discussions last night.
We did.
And
about self-esteem. Well, I'm working on my self-esteem, but I will yield my time to another New York Times question, possibly, if that's still an option.
Do you want to pick it?
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I? Is it? Are there any fun ones that aren't going to make us cry?
Why don't you look through?
Okay.
Because we can always edit it out.
Okay, I think I found a question that is fun.
I haven't had
silly.
an eyelash in a while, and I'm really glad I have one.
Okay. Wait, you missed.
Ah!
There you go.
When was the last time you sang to yourself or to someone else?
Every day. I would
Jenny's
say.
always singing.
Yeah.
Everywhere, all the time. She's
Hey,
the most.
you're lovable and perfect.
I'm not a good singer. I'm not like an
Yes, she is.
I don't believe
No,
that.
no,
She's
I'm
a beautiful singer. It's crazy.
I don't believe
You
that.
are really like gassing me up too much. I am not like a horrible singer, but I'm not like a good singer. But I do love singing and I love musical theater. So I do.
In the shower, I hear her
Constantly
singing,
sing.
and I'll just sit and listen.
That's so cute.
Isn't that just so weird?
Really?
Because I'll just like listen, and then you'll stop, and I'll go back to doing what I was doing.
That's so cute.
Ew.
Yeah, you sing in the shower. You just sing all the time.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thanks. What about you?
It's actually like one of my favorite things about you.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
The last time that I sang,
I swear to God, if you find a way to cry about this.
well, I think there is I find that I like whistle and sing to myself most when I'm happy and I am going through a tough time right now. So it has been a minute since I've like sung.
No, like My Chemical Romance right now or anything?
That could help.
No, I haven't like done like a sad sing.
I mean, a sad sing is like
I've never done, I don't know
intense.
that.
I mean, I don't even know that I've, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sad listen to music. A sad sing is like, what are
Does
we
that
doing?
even happen in real life? Like, I feel like that's just in movies and like
Yeah.
musicals.
Musicals, yeah. Yeah. Well, because they have to move the story along.
Do you sing in the shower?
No, not really. When did I sang to you recently?
In the car, maybe?
Maybe in the car. Like a camp song, I think. I sang to you not long ago.
Yeah, that is true. That's what I was gonna say. Something camp song that you were talking about, and I like made you sing.
That's so cute.
Yeah. But I don't remember when that was or why I did it. When was the last time you sang?
I was with some friends listening to music and I was singing along very quietly, but that wasn't really singing to somebody. I sing a lot in the shower, but less so now that I have roommates. So actually now on the rare occasion where there's a gig that I get to rent a car, I belt my little heart out because it's the only time I can like sing really loud. And I have a voice that like, I'm not really good at like soft whispery stuff, but I do have like a little range where like I can just fucking be loud and it's fun.
I wish
I want
after
to hear it.
Leah Michelle goes, you could be Fanny in Funny Girl.
I do like singing that song.
Yeah. Oh, who doesn't like singing that song?
Great song.
I used to sing Little Mermaid a lot.
You said that's like one of the songs that's like good
I
for
don't
you.
know. I don't know why.
Which one?
Although, Part of Your World. But I'm losing my voice. I have such a constantly hoarse voice from stand up now. And because
You
I
need
don't
a
think
vocal coach.
I really do because I'm losing my higher register. And I even have jokes where I do things with a higher inflection and I like, it cracks and just disappears. I don't have it
You know
anymore.
what it is that changed the game for me? When I moved into better clubs and theaters, the sound systems are better.
Oh,
So you don't find yourself compensating for a bad sound system.
interesting.
If you're working in rooms that don't have good sound systems, you're probably pushing yourself in a way that's not healthy. So you need to see either you have to take the L because I know funny is loud. People on the internet like to write loud doesn't equal funny, but unfortunately, yes, it does.
And there are certain jokes where like you do need to be loud to like, but then I'm also like, I don't know. I kind of like the huskiness of like my voice right now. I'm like, sorry, this is way off the topic, but singing, I don't sing as much
that
as
felt
I moved
gendered.
here.
Just by the way,
But I'm more of in like a Natasha Lyonne.
you don't think Natasha Lyonne is a gender discussion in and of herself?
If she is, then I'm in way deeper than I thought. I was like, no, I could be a woman. I'm like Natasha Lyonne.
I would love to have Natasha Lyonne on to be like, all right, let's talk about your gender.
I mean, whoever it was that wrote in and said I was like Stevie Nicks and the Sleepy Time T-Bear, I've thought about you every day of my life.
Like
And that's the 68th like Facebook gender on the lit. Like that you nailed it. But I don't sing as much since I moved to the city. So when I do get in a car and I'm by myself, I like to sing a lot.
Yeah, singing in the car.
cars.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for being so nice.
I think this was like so fun. It was so loose and like it was a real conversation that we just kind of captured. I think, which was like really cool.
Yay.
What do you now tell Jen something nice about her?
What?
You tolerate Ashley so well.
Thank you so much. I really do.
She actually does.
No, you all I'm you know.
No,
I'm
you
joking,
don't
but
have to do
are
it.
actually a lovely, great person. I'm very
Oh,
glad I
you
know
are too. You are too.
Oh shucks, thanks.
Maddie.
My best friend.
I know. I've got a lot of friends. So like, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. Just really nice.
Oh no.
So sorry.
Oh my God.
Here's how much of a comic you are. You've made crying a bit.
I just don't know what I would do without you.
Oh, cutie.
Yeah. So thanks for thanks. And it's over now.
This is our breakup episode.
This is our breakup episode, our second one.
Yeah.
Oh man. There is a part of me that's like, well, Jen and I can never break up because I can't go through with that on the internet again.
Yeah.
Like I cannot go through another breakup on the internet.
Yeah, we desperately want to. This has been.
All right. Well, do you want to plug anything?
My Instagram, TikTok, Jen Parker Davis. That's all.
I'm on tour, Sacramento, LA, San Diego, San Francisco. Some of those might already be sold out. So go to my website or get on my text alert. Patreon.com/WHGS. We can't make this on ads alone. It's supports people like Danny and Maddie and everyone on the team.
And I'm at Maddie T. Wiener on Instagram. I have a mailing list for when I go on tour. I have a Substack where I'm writing little essays. I have another podcast called And How's That Working For You? But all that is at the link in my bio, and there's stand-up sets in there, but follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. We couldn't make this podcast without you. Patreon.com/WHGS. If you're already donating, thank you. You can donate as little as $1 a month, you piece of shit. And then my tour date's ashleygavin.com. And I'm going to forego a gay thought for the next couple episodes because I'm just trying to bang these out, and it is 4 a.m. before I head out on a little break. So, yeah, I guess my gay thought for these episodes is what are you doing? What are you doing to treat yourself, you little queer? What are you doing? Write in, put in the comments. Over the next couple episodes, where are you going? What are you doing? Who are you doing it with? What does relaxation mean to you? Summer, like August time relaxation. All right, guys, have a great week.